Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. This is my haul from two different Rummage sales, one on April 6th and one on April 13th. The first one is from the Moose Lodge Rummage sale. I've been going to this one for years. It's a tiny little lodge, only about probably less than 5 minutes away from my house. One of the only local Rummage sales in my town. And I like it because even though it's kind of small, you can always find something really good there, and they have no clothes. So I don't have to deal with all the clothes people, which is nice. So this particular one ended up being a little different this year. They have a building, and there's a side parking lot and a back parking lot. And where you line up is all the way at the end of the back parking lot. There's a door back here, a back door to the building, and that's where everybody lines up. So what I do every year is I get there like 7:15 because they open at 8, and I will park all the way in the back parking lot closest to the door and stand in line. Well, this particular year it had rained the night before a lot, like it seems to do every day around here. Like for the past year and a half. But so I got out of the car and I went to stand by the door, and they had the door open, but obviously I'm not gonna go into the building. And all of a sudden this lady's like, "Oh no," she's like, "I'm so sorry." She's like, "Can you please stand behind the cones?" She goes, "Because it rained last night and we didn't have a chance to get all our stuff out that we put outside, because they have a bunch inside, but they also put some things outside." I said, "Sure, no problem." Well, here's the back parking lot, here's the door where I line up, and they had some cones here. And so I stood back here. And she's like, no. She goes, "Can you go stand by the cones, behind the cones over there?" So I had to go all the way to the opposite side of the parking lot and stand at the very beginning where the side lot meets the back lot. So that's where I'm standing. A few minutes later, all the regulars start showing up, and they're all looking at me going, "What are you standing here for?" I said, "I don't know, they're all freaked out about the rain and they made me come over here." So they're all like, "Well, this is new." I go, "Yeah, it is." So we're standing there, and for some reason, now a bunch of people got into the back parking lot, but at probably around 7:30, they decided to take more cones and block off that back lot so nobody could get into it. I have no idea why. It's not like it was flooded or anything. It caused a lot of problems because the side lot got filled up and then people couldn't turn around. It was a mess. But this one particular guy got into the back lot, and he walks up to the line where we're all standing, and he goes, "Is this the line to get in?" I'm thinking to myself, "No, we're all just standing here for our health. What do you think we're standing here for?" But I didn't say that. I'm like, "Yes, this is the line to get in." So he looked at how many people were in line, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not waiting in this. I'm going to go sit in my car." Like, whatever floats your boat, dude. So he goes to sit back in his car, and he also asked us, he goes, "Do they open early here?" We're like, "No, it's a Rummage sale. They don't open early." So now fast forward to about 10 minutes to 8, and the lady who had originally asked me to stand behind the cones walks over to me, and she just kept apologizing the whole morning. She's like, "I'm so sorry." She goes, "The rain really messed us up." And I just kept looking at her and go, "It's okay. Yeah, whatever you need to do, that's fine." So she starts picking up the cones and stacking them so that now we can go in. And she's like, "Okay, you guys can go ahead now." And I thought that meant go ahead and go line up by the door. We're going to open in 10 minutes. Well, apparently, I guess they felt bad for making us wait in a different place, and they did open the doors a few minutes early. So it's this guy in his car, as soon as he sees that we start walking across the parking lot, he gets out of his car and books it towards the door and runs in there before I had a chance to get in when I was first in line. I was livid. I was ready to punch this guy right in the throat. But I figured, you know what? I'm going to waste time yelling at this guy when I can find stuff that I need. So fortunately, in the first 10 seconds of the sale, I found probably $200 to $300 worth of merchandise while he was just walking around not being able to find anything. Because later in the sale, I heard him whining to one of his friends who showed up later, and he's like, God, there's not half as much good stuff here as there was last year. And I just started laughing to myself. I'm like, huh, it's called karma, moron. But alright, so now that my venting is over, I will show you guys what I bought. In a couple of previous videos, I already showed you guys some things that sold. Whoops. Good if you keep the camera in one place. But when I said that I made a few $100s when I first walked in, this was why. They moved their perfume and stuff to a different table, so I looked onto the table where it usually is. I didn't see it. Thankfully, I looked to my left where they usually have the craft stuff, and they had all their perfume on that table. So I ran over there because I saw a whole bunch of this vintage Nina Ricci L'air du Temps stuff, and I was over the moon about it. I ended up getting, let's see, this is soap. I got 2 of these. These were $3 a piece. There's 2 soaps in each one. They both come in these little travel cases. And I already sold one for $25 plus shipping. And this one has some watchers on it, so that won't be hard to sell. And then I got this 1.7 ounce eau de toilette and this 4 ounce eau de toilette. This is a spray. I don't think this is. No, I think this is a splash. I have these up at a high price right now. I think this is at 60 and this is at like 40 or something like that. No bites yet. I might lower the prices on them in like another, I don't know, 2 weeks to a month. We'll have to see what happens. But I also bought, now I paid, hold on, I paid $2 a piece for the splash and the spray. Then for $1 I bought a box of L'air du Temps perfume body cream, 6 ounce jar. That sold right away for $80 plus shipping. And then I also had a gift set of eau de toilette and dusting powder, and that sold, I paid $5 for that, and I sold that for $100 plus shipping. So not too shabby. So look out for that stuff, you guys. The things that usually go for the most money, I found with these vintage fragrance lines, are the dusting powder. People go bonkers over dusting powder, and I have absolutely no idea why. I didn't even know people still used it. I know my grandmother and my great aunt used it all the time, but I haven't heard of anybody else using it, you know, for decades. But it sells really well. I had a brand new box of Jean Naté dusting powder. I got at a Rummage sale last year for like $1. I sold that for $50. So keep an eye out for vintage dusting powders, not just, you know, the perfume and stuff. Then also on their perfume counter, they had these 3. This is Glorious by Gloria Vanderbilt. I think this is a splash. White Shoulders cologne spray, and this is Pheromone cologne from Marilyn Miglin, jasmine scented. These I each got for 50 cents a piece. No, this was $1, and these 2 are 50 cents a piece. These don't go for too much, maybe 15 to 20 plus shipping. I'm not sure. They're listed in my store, but I can't remember. But not too bad in the perfume section. Oh, I just wanted to walk up to that guy, just laugh in his face. Let's see, moving on, I got 2 Fitz and Floyd pieces. I got this one, this pretty octagonal plate. This is from their Snowy Woods pattern. This was $2. I think I have this up for around 20 or 25 plus shipping, I think. And then I also got this music box. I cannot find... only information I can find on it is right here. It says Bella Cara. I know you guys aren't going to be able to probably see that because this little thing is blocking it. But right here it says Bella Cara. Plays Silent Night. It's resin. It's in really good shape. No damage. Paid $1 for that. Should be able to get, I think I have it up for $35. It didn't sell at auction, but I had some watchers on it, so I might increase the price to $40 plus shipping and just let it sit in the store. I got a few coffee mugs. They were 30 cents a piece, 25 cents a piece. Got these two from Pottery Barn. These are from their reindeer line. I got Cupid and Donner. These aren't really worth very much compared to Rudolph. You can find Rudolph. Rudolph sells really well. I found 4 of those at a Rummage sale last year for 50 cents or $1 a piece and sold each one of them for 25 plus shipping. So not too shabby. These, I think I have both of them up together for 25. Oh no, 20 plus shipping. Then the only other one I found was this kind of Nordic style Williams-Sonoma red and white Christmas mug. I think it's been discontinued. I think I have 20 with free shipping on that. Then I found one of these Joseph original birthday girl angels. Brand new with the tags. She was, how much was she? 50 cents, I think, or maybe. Oh, nope, she was $1. These don't go for too much. I think I have her up for 20 with free shipping. Maybe a couple bucks less than that. I can't remember. Then I found this vintage bar tool set. This was made in the mid 60s, early to mid 60s, so it's mid-century modern. It's by Barmates. Styled by Glowhill, made in Canada. This set has really nice, you know, gold-plated, part of it's gold-plated, part of it's chrome, and then the handles are black Bakelite. And in the original box, the box has some wear, but that's okay. I paid $3 for this, hoping to get, I think I had it up at auction. It didn't sell. I think I had it up for 35 or 40, but I'll just roll it over into the store to see what happens. And the last couple things I got, checking my list here. Oh, I got 4 of these Noma rotating ornaments. These were 50 cents a piece. I got the carousel. This little one with angels. It's hard to see, but there's little angels in there. This Santa Claus, and then this, this one with the mouse, who wrote his little letter to Santa. These are 50 cents a piece. Probably end up selling these all as a lot, but I haven't listed them yet because I need to test them. And I'll probably start them at 20 at auction and see what happens with them. And then I may or may not, if they don't sell, raise the price. But as far as Noma ornaments go, the animated ones, there is one in particular that does really well. They look like marionettes. They have like an armature up top, and then they have little strings hanging down. And when you turn it, the strings bounce up and down, and the little figurine moves. If you find those, and I found one in all these years, can't remember what I sold it for. I think it was like 75 to 100. But if you find those are worth some money. Unfortunately, they're very fragile. They break easily. They get tangled up. So it's hard to find a nice one. But keep your eye out. Then I also got this, and I wasn't going to buy it, but I saw it on the floor. And I decided, hey, it's in the original box, you might as well look it up. So I saw this nativity set. You know, not a big one, only has 7 pieces, but it's in brand new condition. The other piece of styrofoam I do have that fits over this. And it said Southern Living at Home, Santos Nativity Holy Family. Like, okay, well, I didn't think Southern Living at Home was worth all that much, but I figured, it's brand new in the box, just, you know, take a second and look it up. I'm happy that I did. I paid $5 for this, and these consistently go for anywhere from like $50 to $70 plus shipping. So, really happy I found that. So, look up Southern Living items if you find them. And then the last thing I got at that sale, as I was walking out, they had a huge, huge box of jewelry, brand new and carded. And what caught my eye, and I'm only going to take a few of these out, were all these Artie cake charms. Now, anybody that's gone into Michael's probably recognizes these. They're all over the place. They're really weird and funky, and people use them to make jewelry. They use them for mixed media. They use them for all kinds of things in the crafting world. And they usually go for, I think, $4 to $6 a piece, around there somewhere. I got 24 or 26 of these, something like that, for 25 cents a piece. I'm going to sell them as a lot, and I can probably get $50 for everything. So, that was a good find on my way out the door. Then I hit one more garage sale, which was advertised as this huge, enormous, like, fundraiser. I'm like, oh, great. Well, it's worth the, 20-minute drive over there. It's got to be huge. No. It's just like your regular run-of-the-mill yard sale. Although they were, on certain things, charging, really high prices. I know it was, for charity and everything, but still. But I did manage to find one nice piece there. I spent $3 on this. I saw this bowl, and my eye was drawn to it because of this, like, Art Nouveau pattern going on. Then I turned it over and saw that it said Mason's Ironstone on the back. And at the Moose Lodge sale, I think a couple years ago, I bought some Mason's Ironstone pieces, a teapot and some cups and saucers, and I did really, really well with them. So I got excited when I saw that on the bottom. I asked them how much. They told me $3. I didn't even look it up. Put it in my car, went home, and I had a heck of a time finding the comps for it, because some people don't put Mason's Ironstone in the title. They just put Liberty, because it says Liberty on the bottom right here. And I finally found one other one on eBay. This is their octagonal vegetable bowl, and they wanted, I think, close to $200 for it, and there's 10 people watching it. So I put mine up for auction at $100. I did have 1 or 2 watchers, but no bites. So I rolled it over into the store for $100 plus shipping, which I would be more than happy with. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. So that was everything from that sale. And actually, I'm getting close to 20 minutes here. So I'm going to stop, and I'm going to come back with my tiny haul from the other rummage sale. Or should I? No, actually, you know what? There's only like 6 things, so I might as well just show you. This particular sale, it used to be really good. It's in an old mill. They do a lot of, they host a lot of events there. And there was a tiny little school that would have their annual fundraiser there, and the place was nuts. People were lined up all the way down the parking lot, down the road, and it was crazy. The prices were great. Everybody was happy. They even had another building for overflow with toys and all the kids' stuff. So you came out of there spending like nothing, and you hit the jackpot. Well, last year they ended up, the school closed, unfortunately. I didn't realize that when I went last year. And they had an estate sale company running their rummage sale, because they knew how profitable it was for the school, so they figured, oh, we'll do a fundraiser, for the mill. And they hired estate sale people. I'm like, ugh. But last year it actually turned out really well, because they didn't really price anything. They priced it kind of off the cuff as you got up there, and I spent maybe $20, and I made a ton of profit. So I was more than willing to go back this year. Unfortunately, this year, they had probably half the stuff they did last year, and they had priced everything. and priced most of it really high. So once I got in there, I was not a happy camper. I was looking around going, I'm never going to find anything. Like, I just wasted my whole morning here. But I had to do what I usually do and start scrounging. And I ended up spending 22 bucks. And I did okay. I did sell, and I don't have it to show you. I think I showed it in a previous video. I bought a 31 jewel cork crossbody wallet. It was from their Tons of Funds, F-U-N-D-S line. Really cute little crossbody wallet clutch. Cost me $2. It looked like it was in brand new condition. I already sold that for $27 with free shipping. So that covered pretty much the cost of me going to this sale. I found 2 mugs. These were each 50 cents a piece. I'd never heard of this company before, but they're called Shard, and they're pretty popular. So I got this black lab mug on the beach, and then this yellow lab or golden retriever mug. Those, I think I have them up for 20 plus shipping, maybe? Something like that. And then I found, they had a couple of these horse-themed items from this company called Lilo that I'd never heard from before. They're from Spain. It has this faux stone and metal construction. This is like a little votive holder. It says Lilo on the back. The only thing wrong with it is it has one little scratch right here, but that's no big deal. I mean, once you put candles in there, you won't be able to see it. So I paid $2 for this, I believe. No, $1 for this, sorry. And I have this up, I think, for 20 plus shipping. But we'll have to see how it goes because there's no comps on that. Then I kept looking through the Christmas section and everything was really overpriced and I was getting really frustrated until I turned around and saw that they had a bunch of stockings draped on some piece of furniture that they had for sale. And all of them were priced really well. This one was a little pricey, but I knew that I already had it in my system and it was going to be really easy to list. And the last one I had, I believe, sold for $50 with free shipping. So I paid $5 for this Winnie the Pooh needlepoint stocking. But then these were the winners. I paid $2 a piece for these next 3 stockings. This one, actually, I'm going to start and stop this again before my camera stops. Okay. This one is from Mary Engelbright with Santa. It says ho ho ho. There are a couple of these on eBay right now. And they have these Mary Engelbright needlepoint stockings up for anywhere from like, I don't know, 65 to, I think the highest one's like 77, 78 bucks. So I put both of mine up at auction for 50 plus shipping. Didn't get any bites. I mean, it's not close to Christmas, but I did have watchers. So I'm going to probably increase the price to like 50 a piece and see what happens. Then I got this Believe stocking. And then this one, I put this one up for auction also. This one is really cute for anybody who has dogs. What is wrong with my voice? Sorry, guys. This is a really cute dog stocking that has this little felt applique dog, and then it has a little extra stocking that you can put a little extra treat in. And then all these little bones that are made out of sequins and all this beading. Here's the label. And found out that these do pretty well. I had him up for auction at 40 plus shipping. He did sell at auction. Unfortunately, that was 2 days ago, and the person has not paid me yet. So, fingers crossed that they pay me. If not, I'm going to put it right back up in the store, and I might even raise the price a little bit. So not too bad on $2 a piece for stockings. And then the last thing I got there was this big bag of gold-plated flatware. This is from Toll. I think that's how you say it. Is it toll or towel? I don't know. Towle. You guys all know what I'm talking about. This is their Golden Primavera gold-plated flatware. There's 52 pieces in here. Some of it's in better shape than others, but I couldn't pass it up. It was only $8. So this is what the handles look like. So that's not listed yet, of course, because the one thing that I always drag my feet on with listing is flatware. I've got like probably 6 bags of flatware down in the basement that I really have to get up and get listed, and I always end up putting it on the back burner because I just can't stand doing it. And I'm like, oh, I have so many other things I should list first that I could list quicker. And then the flatware keeps piling up. So I gotta light a fire under me and get that done. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with a lot more things to show you because I've been pretty busy this spring. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.